Ah, could I have a word? Who could that be? Oh yay! It's Gregson! Gregson, how good of you to come! Forget it. Excuse me. No, Gregson, come back! Wait a minute, Inspector! I don't wish to make a nuisance of myself. From the look on your face, I'd say it's someone else who you think is making a nuisance of himself. Oh, jeez. My dear Inspector, please, speak freely. Pretend that I'm not here. Impossible. Believe me, if I could do that, life would be a whole lot simpler for me. Alrighty, we got you, Mr. SPEARE, I think. Oh right, the gas pipe from the summation examination. Right. We managed to convince some jurors, and it's given us quite a clue towards SPEARE. Welcome back, guys. It's late here. And let's continue forward, shall we, in cornering the sham of a spear. What are you trying to say, Mr. SPEARE? What speakest thou? Prithee, is it not strange and strange? That is what I say to thee, sir. Stop. Stop your jumping. I thought I'd been quite clear. Let me put it another way. The strychnine could have been on the mouth of the gas pipe that feeds the wall lamp in your room. Yeah. And that is how the poison came to enter your body. Good lord. Are they tasty then? Gas pipes? Is that what he's saying? No. What? No. Nobody's saying anybody's eating gas pipes. Or is a gentleman suggesting that the poor man was so desperately hungry he tried to fill his belly with gas? What? No! What? What is going on? Perhaps no actress would perform a kissing with him, For shame, madam. Speaking thy fancy. What is going on? I assure you I am not such a buffoon that I have to kiss pipes.
Objection!
Oh, shut up, you. Oh, woohoo. Congratulations, broke another one. This is no summation examination, this is a farce. Yeah, kinda agree here. This is not just, we're not just clowns for the entire circus here. It's quite the circus show going on. Prosecution will not stand for any more of my learned Japanese friend's conjecture. Ooh. To begin with, the lamp in the victim's room is high on the wall. In order to have placed his lips to the pipe that feeds it, he would have to be a contortionist. I mean, have you seen the guy? These are empty assertions. Oh wow, he broke another cup, guys. We should keep like a count of how many he's been breaking. It's kind of late now. Oh man, there's no possible proof that the man did as you say.
Objection!
It's true. I have no proof that Mr. SPEARE put his lips to the pipe. However, I can say with some certainty that on multiple occasions, Mr. SPEARE has been doing something in front of that lamp on his wall. I'm sorry, the wording of that. And I have evidence to prove it. Yeah, look at him. Alright, you've got our attention, lad. I'd like to see how you can be so sure of yourself. So would I. Let's see this evidence then. Now that I've got the jury's ear, I need to make this opportunity count. This is the proof that, time and time again, Mr. SPEARE stood in front of his gas lamp. This handprint on the wall.
Take that!
Print from Mr. Shrums. What the? These are. Wait, are they called? Yes, skin prints that were found at the scene. Skin prints, counsel? I've never heard of such things. The Justice Ministry is currently assessing whether or not to permit fingerprints as evidence in court, however. My lord, this is an exciting new forensic technique developed by the great detective Mr. Herlock Sholmes. I love how she gets so excited with anything concerning Sholmes. It reveals all of the places that Mr. SPEARE touched in his room. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, that's black magic, isn't it? Well, if anyone could invent something like this, it's that great Sholmes fellow, that's for sure. I agree. This month's edition of Engineering Thumbs was quite fascinating. We found skin prints in many places that you would expect. On the table, on the costumes. However, Mr. SHAM also appears to have been touching some very unexpected places in his room. For example, here. Around the hanging picture there, indeed, multiple handprints appear to be visible. Well, I wonder, could he have been appreciating the artwork perhaps? No, no, no. At first, my colleagues and I thought the same. However, imagine standing with your hands where those prints are, and you would find yourself directly in front of... Ah! I don't believe it. The gas lamp. Yes, sir. Ma'am. Yes. People? I don't know where I was going with that. Though the reason why isn't immediately obvious, it's clear that Mr. SHAM has regularly been standing with his hands to the wall in front of that lamp. Right. What have you been up to, you nut? I'd like to ask the court to recall juror number 4's earlier statement. Me? What did I say? Many things. He said that blowing into a gas pipe would make the lights in the entire building flicker. And now, if you'll recall juror number 3's statement... What? Me now? When the gas worker who visited his home blew with too much force into the pipe, it caused all the lights in the gas stove to go out, and gas to start leaking into the rooms. Obviously, that incident was an accident. However, the simple fact is... It looks so, ghostly. All those handprints on the wall. If Mr. SHAM were to have blown hard into the gas pipe here in his room, he could have extinguished every other light and gas stove in the building at will. Ricky! Are you suggesting that the man purposely caused the gas to... Objection! Shush it, you. How dare you. Here we go again. Whilst I acknowledge that the prosecution is required to remain silent during the summation examination. Oh yeah. I was wondering, shouldn't he have said something by now? But I forgot about this. I must toast to my learned friend's utter disregard for the letter of the law. What is the meaning of this, Lord Van Zieks? This curious photograph, or whatever it is, presented by the defense. The so-called skin prints. Clearly, that cannot be accepted as any form of unusable evidence in this case. Yeah, I thought as much. I knew they wouldn't accept it because it was made by Sholmes. But it's an exciting new forensic technique, developed by a great detective. Yeah, Van Zieks couldn't give any less of a care in the world. It's nothing. Oh, shush you. A mere toy developed by an amateur sleuth with too much time on his hands. Stop the Sholmes bullying! Ugh! Certainly, even research of this nature by the esteemed Mr. Sholmes cannot be recognized by the court as formal evidence. That's so annoying! Why? Please, my lord, if I may. Mrs. Otto? It is not the defense's intention to submit the skin prints as formal evidence. We merely wish to present the results of the great detective's investigation of the scene, as a tool by which to explain a possibility to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury. Haha! I love her so much! And, if the trial were to come to an end now, we should never learn the truth behind these mysterious handprints that everyone has now seen. I don't believe we can allow that to happen, and I'm sure the jurors would agree. Ooh. Who is it now? You're right! Whether those strange handprints are a significant clue or not, it's down to us to decide. Juror number 3. Oh yes, I do declare, the great detective's investigation results sound absolutely fascinating, and I want to hear what the shady actor fellow has to say about those shady handprints. Nice, we got 2! Yay! What's the matter with you two? That was foolhardy. No, it wasn't! Well, I did say it, didn't I? And I don't like to break a promise. Yes! No, wait! You heard his lordship? It's not... Yay! That's 3! We just need 1 more! Oh, well done, Mr. Naruhodo. If just 1 more juror changes his or her mind, Mr. Natsume's trial will have to continue. Thank you, Mrs. Otto, but I couldn't have done it without you. Oh no, it was you who identified the clue after all. This is very much your success. I love her so much. She truly is the best judicial assistant. Why, Mr. SHAM, you seem to be losing your composure. Just one more juror, Miss Naruto. We can do it! Oh, I love her. Very well. Continue, counsel. I mean, did you press him?
Hold it!
All the evidence, you say? That's right, and there's no room for doubt. It's all pointing at that Japanese man with the big mustache. Says the English man with the bigger mustache. Didn't we already press him? Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, so we had to press him again. But the defense just demonstrated another possible explanation for the events in the night in question. What do you make of that? What? Your so-called skin prints? It's an exciting new forensic investigation technique, developed by the great detective himself. The numerous handprints on the wall are clearly out of the ordinary. And if Mr. SHAM had indeed put his mouth to the gas pipe on the night in question, it can't be denied that there's a possibility that's where the poison was. Yeah! Well, yes, I won't deny that it's playing on my mind. But as the prosecution rightly says, we should pay no heed to unacceptable forms of evidence. The prosecution can shove it. And besides... Yes? Even if the fellow has been up to some mischief with the gas pipe dozens of times before, doesn't mean he got up to the same shenanigans on the night in question, does it? Ooh, that's a good point. But maybe I shouldn't be agreeing with the people we're trying to change the minds of. Oh. You can't make your case better than that. I'm afraid I can't change my stance. You do make a very valid point, sir. Oh, hold on. No need to do that. No need to change your mind. What? That's true. Perhaps I was a little hasty. No. Wait. Look, you've got your chance here, haven't you? So it's time to prove your theory. You and your Japanese cohorts can, that is. Just leave our nationality out of this, please! Yeah! Why is everybody mocking the Japanese? Miss Naruto, if we can't substantiate our position, I'm afraid the jurors that changed their minds before may very well change them back. What can I do? Is there any more proof I can give here? Can I show that Mr. SHAM really did blow down the gas pipe on the night in question? Well, it's not, I can't prove it. Present evidence? No, I don't think so. Wait, what is the third option? Supporting testimony. Yeah, I think it has to be this. So we don't have evidence, and they wouldn't give this as an option for no reason. Whose testimony? No, in truth, I don't have evidence to support my theory. However, there is witness testimony that substantiates it. Is that testimony? This is incredible! Whose testimony? Yes, it's all connected. Everything is linked. The person whose testimony revealed details about the gas in the Garada residence that night, namely... him? Let me try.
Take that!
It's all I can remember. Who else testified about the gas? Well, Mr. Foreman, does that convince you? I'm wrong, aren't I? Yeah, I'm wrong. I don't think he was listening. Rest assured, counsel, I shan't let this nonsense go without penalty. Oh, I thought I got away with it. Witnesses spoke about the gas and the night in question. Yes, there was someone. That's what I thought too. I obviously chose the wrong person. Hold on. Oh my god, let me get back to the choosing who. Okay. Let's try this again. Alright, I'm split my theory, however. So witness testimony is substantiates it. What's that? Testimony? Incredible, whose testimony? Yes, it's all connected. Everything is linked. The person whose testimony reveals details about the gas and Garada presence that night, namely... No, he was watching the lights. Was it our boy? Because who else could it be? Yeah, nobody else testified about the gas. I think it's our boy Natsume. Let's try.
Take that!
Yay! It is him. Alright. Obviously, I'm talking about the defendant, Mr. Suzeki Natsume himself. The defendant? At the very beginning of the proceedings here in court yesterday, Mr. Natsume said the following. My lodgings! There's been a whole series of strange happenings in my lodgings! Oh, I remember this now. Even on that fateful night, it happened! When I returned from Mr. SPEARE's room, I lit my gas stove and climbed into bed, but before long, the stove went out, and somebody tried to kill me! On the night in question, the gas in the defendant's room went out. So I asked the court, is that a mere coincidence, or not? Good golly! So that SPEARE fellow blew air into the gas pipe to make the man's stove go out on purpose? Now hold your horses there! What would he do that for? Yeah, why? Mr. Foreman! What is it, man? We cannot allow judgment to be passed while this doubt remains. It's true that I don't have conclusive evidence yet. However, you must surely agree there is more to this case than meets the eye. Ugh. Yes! Come on! Come on! Come on, come on, come on, come on! Fair enough. I said at the outset. I'm a man of logic, first and foremost. Yay! We did it! That's 4! Yes! We flipped it around again. Yay! That's 4 jurors leaning towards not guilty, my lord. We've overturned the decision. Therefore, the defense calls for the trial to continue. Woohoo! Take that, Mr. Prosecutor Man, Mr. Litterer. As the defense has rightfully indicated, the summation examination has concluded with the majority of jurors altering their decisions. 2 jury members now called guilty, 4 now called not guilty. Therefore, the jury's opinion is conflicted and, in accordance with the law of this land, I hereby order the continuation of this trial. Yay! We did it! Mr. William SPEARE, my lord, how can thy humble SPEARE serve thee? What say you in response to the various revelations made during the summation examination? So God mend me, I do solemnly swear, I recall aught of either the lamp or the pipe. Ugh. But your handprints have been made a tiny mess all over the wall there. How do you explain all that, eh? Ah! Putting it in myself now whenever he does it. I am done with this. The dignity of this great courtroom has been sullied enough already, juror number 5. Oh, me? As I went to some pains to point out already, a print from the self-professed detective's toy has no place in a British court of law. Ugh. As such, whether or not this man did indeed stand before the gas lamp with his hands against the wall remains, at this time, unestablished conjecture. We'd all do well to remember that. Ah!
Objection!
So annoying. Can you shut up? But the prosecution must concede that it would be extremely simple to verify. Just order the mouth of the gas pipe feeding that lamp in Mr. SPEARE's room to be examined. If there are traces of poison there...
Objection!
Nah. What appears to be extremely simple is my Nipponese friend's mind. Hey! You will recall that in order to check for the presence of poison in the tea, some remnants of tea were required. Yes? Therefore, it shouldn't be beyond your wit to imagine that even if poison were to have been spread on the pipe, it would have been completely evaporated by now, making any analysis impossible. Ugh! I didn't think of that. In any case, counsel, I fail to see what could possibly have motivated the man to do as you described. Why on earth would this fellow have wanted to blow air into the gas pipework where he lived? Yeah, I don't know. There's only one possibility I can think of, and that is to use the leaking gas to commit murder. Murder? Of who? Wait, of Natsume? Yeah, because Natsume is like somebody was trying to kill me. Oh my, but why? Why do people who live in Natsume's room end up dying? Why? Order, counsel. Precisely. Whose life do you propose this man was plotting to end? Answer couldn't be simpler. Now we've unraveled the mystery this far. Mr. SHAM wanted to end the life of... Natsume?
Take that!
It really was. If a gas lamp were to go out, it would be noticed immediately, of course. But a gas stove, on the other hand, could be silently extinguished by the killer without anyone noticing. Oh my goodness. I live around those parts myself, so I know what it's like. I can tell you, trying to sleep without the stove lit is pretty much suicide. Freeze to death in no time. Mr. Garadeb, the landlord, has a large fireplace in his part of the residence, on the top floor. In other words, it wasn't the landlord, but a fellow lodger whose life Mr. SHAM was trying to end. Outrageous! Talking, of course, about the defendant. Who is this guy? Who is this SHAM? Mr. Natsume isn't the villain in this case. He's the victim this man was trying to murder. Good gracious! Why?
Objection!
Why? And you shut up. The accused is actually the aggrieved. Interesting. However, the fundamental facts of the case remain unchanged. Namely, that the accused is the aggressor here. Huh? How? What? How can you still claim that? Let us indulge your fancies for a moment and assume that there was indeed poison on the mouth of the gas pipe. Can't be so annoying and insulting with such an amazing theme. I hate you. Question that then arises is who put it there? Who did put it there? Only logical conclusion is that the person responsible was aware of this man's trickery with the gas supply and his intent to kill. Yes, that would indeed seem logical. Huh. If the assailant were unaware, how would he or she have known to place the end of the gas pipe with poison? So now we must ask, how could anyone have known of Mr. SHAM's murderous designs? Ah, you mean to suggest... Naturally, the sole possible answer to that question couldn't be more obvious. Only the man whose life was being threatened could possibly have known. What? In other words, the person who put the poison on the gas pipe in what was a clear retaliatory attack can only have been the accused, Mr. Suzeki Natsume. No, can't be it. But who? Who else? No, stop. Whatever Mr. William SHAM may or may not have contrived to do, he was nevertheless the victim of a potentially lethal poison attack. I mean, that part's true, but not by Natsume. And the only person who could have possibly perpetrated that attack is the accused, Mr. Natsume. Stop. The defense counsel's theorizing has failed to avert suspicion from the accused. Far from it. In fact, now that a clear motive for the poisoning has been successfully established, that suspicion is greater than ever. No! Would you not agree, my Nipponese friend? No! No, no, no! It can't be Natsume, but... Hold on. Who? And why did everyone who's staying in Natsume's place get poisoned? And who could have known that he was planning to do the poison? How did he manage to turn that around on me so rapidly? Because he's a jerk. Mr. Naruhodo, you must respond. Otherwise, the members of the jury may very well change their leanings against us again. And this may be our last chance to gain the advantage. I love how hopeful she is. What advantage? Well, it would seem that somebody put poison on the gas pipe in Mr. SHAM's room. So we must name that person now and absolve Mr. Natsume of guilt. You mean, name the true culprit? I know it might sound impossible, but if we fail to do that, I have no doubt that Mr. Natsume's fate will be sealed once and for all. As it happens, one possible culprit does come to mind. Who? Evidence that poison? It's all pointing to a particular person now. Green? Olive Green? I mean, yeah, because... Oh, because of That's his name, right? Duncan! Duncan! Because of Duncan! Of course she would know! Yeah, that makes sense. If she found out about it, then she could have known he'd be planning to do it again. But wasn't she in the hospital? The prosecution calls for the jury to consider their leanings again. No, stop it. Stop talking, you. I trust you'll make the correct choice this time, Mr. Foreman. He's already made the right choice. Stop that. What? Oh, don't you worry. We know exactly what— Stop it right there. There is one other person who I believe could have been involved in all of this. True culprit of this crime. The true culprit? A term found only in second-rate novels. Featuring third-rate great detectives. Stop the SHAM slander. My Nipponese friend. But why not? This farce has gone on for so long already. I see no reason to cut it short before its disappointing climax. And yet you'd keep objecting every time you can. Thank you. I don't think that deserved a thank you. Tell us, my learned Nipponese friend, what is your latest theory? Who was the so-called true culprit of this crime? See, I'm just gonna say Green, but my only concern is how— another question. How in the world did she— because she was in the hospital, so how did she do it? Unless she did it before? But how would she have done it before? I don't think Miss Gardup ever leaves his place, so how would she get in there? The name of the person responsible for the poison that afflicted Mr. SHAM is, I believe, Miss Olive Green. Miss Olive Green. Miss Olive Green. I do feel as though I've heard that name in the recent past, Counsel, but I don't recall where. It was in the previous trial! She was the victim! Miss Olive Green, the woman from 6 days ago. The victim in the recent case of stabbing on Briar Road. An incident for which Mr. Natsume was arrested, I hasten to add. Oh, of course, yes, Miss Green. She was left comatose for some 3 days, I believe, but I hear she regained consciousness 2 days ago. And I hardly need remind the court that Mr. SHAM's poisoning took place 3 days ago. Given that the woman was lying comatose in the hospital bed at the time, she appears to have a rather fine alibi. That's the thing. The only thing I can think of is that it was placed before, but like he said, it could have evaporated if placed too early. I don't know. True, on the night that the incident occurred, Miss Green was in hospital, unconscious. So on the face of it, it would seem that she couldn't possibly be responsible, but still. My colleagues and I visited Miss Green in hospital yesterday, and we found her to be in possession of a bottle of poison. Good gracious, she had poison? And there is another fact that links Miss Green to this case as well. The defense requests that she be brought to the witness stand in order to explain the details to the court. Tell me, Mr. SPEARE. Yeah, he's getting suspicious. My lord, pray, what be thy bidding? Are you acquainted with Miss Green? Oh, is he the one that invited her out? No, never heard of her. Judging by the look on Mr. SPEARE's face, I think perhaps he generally doesn't know her, at least not by name. Oh. Okay, so he could still be the one she was supposed to meet because she never met up with him. She got the knife in her back. Did he find out? No, but he doesn't know her by name. Then how did he send her the note? As the voice of Her Majesty's prosecution here, I adhere to my word. We will see my learned Nipponese friend's farce through to its conclusion. Oh, shut it, you. I appreciate that. Prosecution requests a short recess, my lord, in order to subpoena the witness and bring her here. Yes, Miss Olive Green. So dramatic. Indeed, my lord. 1 hour should be sufficient. How about you take 1 hour to never come back and go on vacation? Very well, I grant the request. Excellent. I hope. defense has made a most extraordinary accusation, I must say. But at present time, I feel the prosecution's argument remains largely uncontested. Accordingly, I'm afraid the defendant and his culpability remain the sole subject of this court's attention. You'll change that opinion soon enough. My lord, your honor, or whatever. Thank you, counsels. We reconvene in 1 hour. Court is adjourned. Alrighty. See, I can't figure everything out. I can see pieces of it, I just can't get the full picture. If she did it for Duncan, then what is this SHAM's guy's true identity? Because clearly, there must be something bigger going on. Like, she must know him from somewhere, or there must be more to him than meets the eye, obviously. If he's the one that's... Yeah, because Duncan was living there when he was living there, right? And then Natsume's living there when he's living there. So why is he always... So that means he got Duncan, and now he was trying to get Natsume. So why? Why is it that whoever stays in that particular room has to die? I don't know. Joyful! Jubilant! Jumping jacks! Oh, Mr. Natsume! I'm so pleased for you! Locum student Miss Naruhodo Esquire! And non-locum judicial assistant Miss Mikotoba Esquires! Now, finally, at long last, there can be proof! Proof that I'm innocent! And proof that my tea is innocent! Where did you come from? Oh my god! Why? Why are you like this? I knew he was gonna show up. Oh my gosh. Ah, good morning, my dear fellows. Ugh! Herr Sholmes! May you drink my tippet tea and fall forever silent! I thought your tea was innocent! I thought the tea was innocent. Yeah, what the heck? Oh, Mr. Sholmes, you came! How wonderful! Oh my gosh. Please, save your derision. I know what you're all thinking. Good morning, he says, when it's very nearly time for luncheon. Your scorn is written clearly across your faces. Nobody said or thought anything of the sort. I did. I was clearly thinking that. Truth is, I was determined that today would be the day. As sleep seduced me last night, I thought, tomorrow for once, I should not oversleep. I'll rise early and be present in court to support my companions. Such spirited determination has a beauty all of its own, does it not? Oh yes. And then I began to muse on the subject. Why do people oversleep? I queried. Me! I feel like I'm gonna go to bed early tonight. Also me. Why time after time do they make the same foolish blunder? Overthinking thoughts be like. Oh my gosh. And the answer came to me at once. It's so delightfully simple. People oversleep because they sleep. Clap, clap, clap. Well, is that not an astute insight into the matter? It's something. Oh, yes. Upon which realization, I attempted an experiment. I didn't sleep a wink all night. Why would you think that would solve anything? And the results? By first light, I was exhausted and began to be assailed by fits of drowsiness. Of course he would be. No duh. Shocking. And so, the conclusion of last night's experiment is this. A good night's sleep is quite simply essential. I'm pretty sure that's obvious. Yes, I think most of us probably knew that already. What others presuppose, I proved by experimentation. That, my dear fellow, is the scientific method. This guy. Yes, and one more thing. Do you remember this? Ah! Yes, of course. It's the poison that Miss Green was about to drink at the hospital yesterday. Oh, you didn't manage to... It was a laborious task, as the bottle was near empty, but such inconveniences do not hinder, Sholmes. I managed to confirm that it contained strychnine, so I was right. Perhaps, though of course, such circumstantial evidence doesn't prove Miss Green's guilt. I shall leave the bottle in your care now, but licking the inside of the neck is not recommended. No duh! Why would we do that? Oh my gosh. Ah, could I have a word? Who could that be? Oh yay! It's Gregson! Gregson, how good of you to come! Forget it. Excuse me. No, Gregson, come back! Wait a minute, Inspector! I don't wish to make a nuisance of myself. From the look on your face, I'd say it's someone else who you think is making a nuisance of himself. Oh, jeez. My dear Inspector, please, speak freely. Pretend that I'm not here. Impossible. Believe me, if I could do that, life would be a whole lot simpler for me. Oh gosh, those two, like brothers. Do you have the results, Inspector? Oh, of the I completely missed her line. Hold on. Of the investigation in Mr. SPEARE's room? Not yet. Shouldn't be long now, though. No, I'm here about something else. That dead convict, actually. What? Oh, you mean the man from this newspaper article we discovered yesterday in Mr. SPEARE's room? A man by the name of, yes, Selden. I went through the archives of the yard and dug out the fellow's file. There's something in there that, well, it caught my eye. Oh, I wonder what it could be. Something caught your eye? What, Inspector? What? I've copied out the relevant parts for you, so you can read it for yourselves. Thank you. We shall read that right now. Hold on. Let me see here. Court record. Here we are. Investigative findings related to Selden. 18 counts of burglary. Whoa. 6 counts of suspected murder. Oh my gosh. Died of natural causes while listed in prison. His final moments witnessed only by his cellmate. Huh. The estimated 1,000 pounds worth of loot he stole remains unrecovered. Wow. Condemned criminal dies of natural causes in prison. Manchester's Strangeways Prison announced the death of the convicted murderer and burglar Selden by natural causes in the early hours this morning. He had been suffering with fever since the end of October. Interesting. Alerted by the shouts of his fellow cellmate, medical staff arrived to find him already dead before his capital punishment could be carried out. Huh. Okay, interesting. These documents include the details that were in the newspaper cutting we found in Mr. SPEARE's room. I'll rearrange everything in the court record so we don't have any duplicate information. That would mean she just got rid of the newspaper clipping, I'm guessing. Yeah. That's fine. Why are you giving us a copy of this important file, though? Well, you're the ones who turned up the clue in the first place, aren't you? I'm just making sure things get handled in the proper fashion. Oh, Scotland Yard's workings are so wonderful! Indeed, my dear fellows. An inspector here is a shining diamond in its crown. A shining diamond in the rough, maybe. Look, I just don't want to be beholden to a lawyer, that's all. Uh-huh. Oh, Gregson. You can act tough all you want, Gregson. Counsel for the defense and the defendant. Our proceedings are about to resume. Make your way into the courtroom at once. Wow, it's been an hour? Well, I shall leave you then. I'll be listening with interest from the public gallery. Not nodding off at all, certainly not. Uh-huh. Thank you, Mr. Sholmes. I'm rather tired of seeing Mr. Mustache in floods of tears, personally, so best of luck to you. Welcome, student Mr. Naruhodo Esquire! Yes, Mr. Natame? It's time, isn't it? Yes, this is it. Miss Olive Green and Mr. William SPEARE. This is going to be the final battle. Yeah, we can do it. I won't really have saved Suzuki-san until I've exposed the whole truth of everything that's been going on. But it's all coming to a head now. You can do it, Ryunosuke. You have to. Yeah. We can do it. We will catch the SHAM. And I guess Miss Green too. For however she's involved. I think it's only because of Duncan. That's like my theory. It's the only reason she did what she did. I mean, she was willing to take poison because of his death, so like I think that says a lot. In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session again now. before the recess, we heard a most startling accusation from the defense. Namely, the victim of the case we heard here only a few days ago is the true perpetrator of this incident. A reckless, rash, and prejudiced charge of wrongdoing, in my opinion, my lord. You're the most prejudiced person here. Jeez, you're one to talk. However, the prosecution has tried to extend every courtesy to this amateur newcomer from dubious eastern shores. Hey! Thank you! Ryunosuke, oh sweet, sweet Ryunosuke. That wasn't a thank you comment. For that backhanded consideration. Oh, there we go. Oh gosh. A rather cold assessment from the Honourable British Prosecutor, I must say. So, Lord Van Zieks, is the new witness present and ready to take the stand? Ready and waiting in the witness's antechamber, my lord. Very well. Bailiff, bring the witnesses in. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Witnesses, state your names and occupations for the court, please. It's Mr. Annoying and Mrs. Annoying. Well, actually, she's not annoying. It's just him. William Shakespeare, my liege. For mine occupation, I can say only that I be a tragic victim, to be pitied. Currently unemployed, in other words. Dang. I'm Olive Green. I'm a fledgling artist. Well, no. Not a fledgling, really. A hopeless failure who's too weak-spirited to admit she has no talent, I suppose. Also currently unemployed, in other words. Dude! Have some tact, please. What a coterie. Mr. Shamspeare? My lord, I am thy humble servant. I'm afraid that you are no longer merely the victim in this affair. The possibility has been raised that you are in fact the assailant, intent on taking the life of your fellow lodger. The part you have played in this whole business will be thoroughly scrutinized, I assure you. Yeah. I would for naught else, my lord. Ugh. And Miss Green? Yes? You are aware of the reason you have been summoned to this courtroom today, I presume? Yes, the officer did explain. I love that. He said I poisoned this ridiculous buffoon. That's what he is, indeed. And? Do you accept the charge, Miss Green? I don't know anything about any poisoning. And I don't know anything about this man. Come, lady, die to live. Verily, I know not thy prickly, pigmented personage. Ugh. Very well, let us proceed with the matter at hand. That being, to ascertain whether or not Miss Green has any involvement in this affair. It's all very strange indeed. Why would you suspect me? I barely ever go to East End anyway. It so happens that I passed by that neighborhood 6 days ago, that's all. And on the night that this man was poisoned, I was still in hospital, fighting for my life. See, that's the thing. That's the part that I can't figure out. How did she do it if she was in the hospital? Yes, having been unfortunately caught up in the incident on the street outside the Garrideb household. Gosh, man. It's still so... Oh, unfortunate. An incident that rendered you unconscious for some 3 days. I was struck in the middle of my back by a knife, through no fault of my own, and now I'm under suspicion? What other irrelevant things might I be suspected of? It's all very disturbing. Your energies may be better spent worrying about random knife attacks, I feel, Miss Green. Hopefully not again. At this point in time, what that appears to connect you with Mr. Shamspeare's lodging is the Briar Road incident of 6 days ago. That's why we would like you to testify formally now about exactly what happened. Oh no! The incident 6 days ago? You mean you want me to relive that awful accident? Unfortunately, yes. Please tell the court what happened that day. And of course, we will be interested to hear from you about your movements that day too, Mr. Shamspeare. Yeah, but what happened 6 days ago had nothing to do with me being poisoned. I'm not so sure about that, buddy. Let us proceed then. The witnesses will present their formal testimony to the court on the subject of the incident that took place on Briar Road the evening of the 17th of February. Here we go. Oh boy. Alright. It was 6 days ago, at about 5 p.m., I was walking along in the snow when I was suddenly stabbed in the back. Coincidentally, it happened to be just outside the house where the men in this case have their lodgings. I was at the tavern on the eve of which thou speakst, where I have bespoke my supper. It was the first time I'd been in the area. I had a little matter to attend to, that's all. Anyway, I was admitted straight to hospital, so I knew nothing about all of this business. Is that so? Yes, a second incident inside a week at what I believe to be aptly described as the haunted lodgings. One can only presume this is a most unfortunate coincidence. Meanwhile, you say you were not in your room, Mr. SPEARE. 'Twas the following morn, when I did awaken, that I learned of the dire events. Mary, what a commotion did the officers of the law make on the floor above mine. When Sasaki-san was arrested on suspicion of attempted murder. As suspected, there is nothing connecting these two witnesses but happenstance. Oh yeah, they made a commotion because, like, they barged in to arrest him, isn't that right? Based on Sholmes' deduction again. Or like, first time. It's true, it does seem as though they're unrelated at first glance, but I'm not so sure. There's something lurking in the shadows here. I feel certain of it. And this is my one and only chance to expose it. Counsel, you may now cross-examine these two witnesses if you wish. Yes, my lord. Okay. I don't think we have to press everything, because we already know about, like, the first two statements she made. This one here, which I already know. And this one here, too. I don't want to press them if I don't have to. Let's try this first. Because, the little matter to it, we know that there's more to it than that, so we should get her to fully explain herself. What little matter, Miss Green? Please elaborate. It was nothing, really. It's not worth mentioning. If you remember, you mentioned it to us yesterday at the hospital. Ah. It was related to the card you were holding. That it was. Miss Green! Gosh, imagine if we had been, like, a minute later. What was that? She clearly just hit something behind her back. Not even then, like 5 seconds later. Or 10 seconds later. I'd be dead. From memory, I believe the card contained a note that read, I have information regarding the death of Duncan Ross. What does that matter? This has nothing to do with Duncan. Excuse me, sir. Just got you worked up over here. Mr. SHAM. SPEARE. Do you have something to share with the court? Excuse me, sir. To be or not to be? That is the question. No. Not the music. Pray, forgive me. Great Bard's word springeth from within me with ne'er a thought. Uh-huh. Don't tell me. Because you're possessed by Shakespeare's spirit, right? How wonderful. Hearing Miss Green's words a moment ago seemed to make you think of something. Something? Of relevance, perhaps? Eh? Well, nay, sire. 'Twas nothing at all. Presumably you know the name, though? Mr. Duncan Ross, I mean. After all, we were both lodgers in the same house. I would it were so, but sadly nay. Lodging be a lonely occupation, sire. My lodging fellows be rarely known to me. How... I guess it's possible, but that's also so sad. So you haven't heard of him, even though he passed away in the room just one floor above yours? Also that, yeah. You'd have to be, like, living under the biggest boulder possible. Miss Green. Me, my lord? Have I done something wrong? The card that was mentioned before, containing the note. Do you have it upon your person? I do, yes, but I don't need it anymore. In fact, I should throw it away, really. Before you dispose of it, the court will take it as evidence, please. Okay. Of course, that's what links Mr. SHAM and Miss Green. It's Duncan Ross. Yes! Now continue with your testimony, please, Miss Green. As we've been saying, it's just the details is what I can't figure out. Okay. Well, first of all, we can finally examine this thing because this is related to the thing we found in SPEARE's room. The envelope has been ripped open rather carelessly, hasn't it? Miss Green strikes me as the type to open correspondence more neatly than that. Ah! What is it? The way the envelope is torn, I'm almost sure I've seen the exact same shape somewhere else. See, that's the thing. She had it. So either she was carrying it when she went to put the poison there, which is possible, and that's how the other piece fell out, or she opened it there? That wouldn't make any sense. Oh, you don't mean... Were you thinking of this piece of evidence, Mr. Naruto? Exactly, that's it. Try to match them up. Yep, and they're a perfect fit. They go together perfectly. This turned off, and if the envelope clearly belongs with this card. I just don't know how it ended up there. Well, I guess if she went there it would explain it, but... I guess it fell out of her pocket and she went... No. Yes, well, yes, she would have received it earlier, so yeah. I mean, at the very least it proves she went there. I don't know. Sadly, I think we need more information about what he was doing too, so sadly, we should press this. Tavern, you say? Which one? 'Twas the Slug and Salad where I did tarry. 'Tis a jewel in the East End. And a little unexpected, I feel. Youch! Hmm? What do you mean, Lord Van Zeeks? The Slug and Salad offers unusually fine dining. For the locality, at least. Not an establishment you'd expect to be patronized by a man with not even a crumb of bread in his room. It's true, the menu lists premium crusts of bread and glasses of water in different levels of cloudiness. I would have expected Grub Scrubbery in the local vicinity to be more appropriate for your means. Watery soup and mushy peas, or rather, soupy water and pea-like mush. Oh my gosh, all equally appetizing. I just wanted to try some water in a different pub for once. What's wrong with that? How different can water really be? Or perhaps there's a more plausible explanation. A specific reason why he had to go to that particular establishment. Agreed. The fact that on that day of all days he dined at a place he wouldn't normally, it does stand out. So Mr. SHAM's own actions on the day of the incident 6 days ago were slightly suspicious. I wonder if we have some evidence that can explain those actions. Yes, we do! Her card. Mr. SHAM. Yes, sire. On the day in question, is it not the case that you visited the Slug and Salad, a place you don't normally patronize, for a very particular reason? I don't know what you're talking about. Pray, if thou hast some purpose, speakest. Very well, I will present the court with evidence. Evidence that explains why you had to be at the Slug and Salad that day, namely... this thingy here.
Take that!
I believe this card reveals the answer. Good lord, Miss Green's card, you mean? That's right, my lord. It reads, I have information regarding the death of Duncan Ross. Come to the Slug and Salad on Briar Road at 5 p.m. on 17th. Don't tell anybody else about this letter or the meeting. It is a matter of utmost importance. Mr. SHAM, your actions on the afternoon of Miss Green's stabbing are exactly as described in this note. Ha ha ha, we got him. Personally, I find it hard to believe that that's a coincidence. Don't you, Mr. SHAM? Well... Excuse me, can I say something? Yes, Miss Green. That card was delivered to me. Love that arrow. It doesn't have anything to do with this odd man, does it? Huh. Why would she be denying it? Wouldn't she want to figure out who sent it? Well, you think so, yes, but it's hard to believe it's merely... My lord, may I? May you what, Miss Green? I'd like to make something very clear about that card. Very well then, you may amend your testimony next time. That's so weird though. I would think that she would want to figure out who sent it, not be like, it can't be this guy. Unless there's something specific about when it was sent. But we're gonna have to find that out next time, I guess. And there's so much going on, and so much is unraveling. This case has been quite the freaking turntable. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for this one. Hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later.